Yeah, are you a fan of elevated horror?
I love elevated horror.
Elevated horror?
Ah, man, A24 is so good with elevated horror.
Hey, and welcome to my review of X by T. West.
X is this really slow-burning, elevated horror movie from A24 that just hit the theaters recently.
It's just so great that it defies every single genre cliche imaginable.
It's just so great to see A24 keeping up with their slow-burning horror movies that really elevate itself above the genre by providing meta and social commentary. And I just deeply respect the fact that because it's an A24 elevated horror movie, it just refuses to be fun and entertaining and just keeps its utterly serious tone throughout.
Except for when the movie's being fucking hilarious. Like when we see Kid Cudi's giant fucking cock dangling between his legs. And I just deeply respect the fact that it has a soundtrack basically from start to finish that encourages you to just laugh when the movie's being funny, and be really scared when the movie's being scary. And I just really appreciate the fact that they didn't let these disgusting old people play old people and that they had young people dress up in prosthetics because, that would have just been, frankly, just disgusting, and that's not something I want to see on the TV. Because, let's just face the facts, young people are just much younger and more attractive than the elderly people, and so what I prefer in my elevated horror movie is beautiful people. I'm just really glad that they were able to kind of borrow from the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, but instead of having these, just gross, big, fat, ugly fucking villains who just chase you around with chainsaws, they had these, really slow-burning, kind of just creepy elderly people that just really fucking freak me out. Just let's pay a little bit of respect to the fact that this is just such an elevated horror movie, so it doesn't rely on anything like jump scares or cheap tropes like that. Sure, it does a little throwback to the slashers of the 70s, but it completely morally corrects them, condemning the Christian right and showing that it's okay to be sex positive. This is just kind of like Get Out, except for for us white people instead of black people. And I just especially deeply respect the fact that T. West created such an elevated horror cinematography landscape with his cameras. A Sony Venice camera is just so hard to make look good on screen. And let's just appreciate the fact that this movie is just so deep, and it just explores such deep cultural themes, which just elevate it above every other normal horror movie in this genre. T. West is literally, like Ari Aster, the savior of the film industry at large.